Framing their opinion as common sense. You say you like texting back fast. They go, yeah, that's kind of desperate. I mean, anyone with common sense knows to wait a bit. Now you're sitting there like, oh, guess I'm an idiot then? That's the move. They don't just share an opinion, they wrap it in a way that makes you feel dumb for thinking differently. You're not debating anymore. You're just trying not to look clueless. It's not about being right. It's about shutting you up before you even speak. Giving backhanded compliments. That's a really nice shirt for someone your age. You're actually smarter than you look. Oh, wow, thanks. Really? They're pretending to be nice, but it's actually an insult. These comments are made to hurt you while sounding polite. If you get upset, they say, "What? I was just being nice." It's a sneaky way to knock down your confidence without looking mean. Using your insecurities in jokes. You once mentioned you're self-conscious about not finishing college. Next time you're with friends, they go, "Don't ask him to do the math. He's got a PhD in dropping out." Everyone laughs, except you. They brush it off as a harmless joke, but they knew exactly what they were doing. When someone turns your insecurity into a punchline, especially in front of others, it's not about being funny. They knew it was your Achilles heel, and they still used it to knock you down. Fake apologizing. "Oh my God, I'm sorry, okay?" But they're not. That wasn't an apology. That was a mute button. They're not owning anything. They're just trying to end the conversation. A real apology sounds like, "Look, I'm really sorry. I messed up." But the fake ones, they're more like, "Sorry you're mad," or "Sorry you feel that way." Translation, your feelings are the problem. If someone keeps apologizing just to shut you up, they're not sorry. They're silencing you. Bringing up the past to win arguments. You're arguing about the dishes. Suddenly it's, "Well, at least I didn't forget your birthday 3 years ago." Wait, what? What does that have to do with the dishes? They bring up old mistakes to take the focus off what they did wrong now. If someone keeps doing this during arguments, they're not trying to fix anything, they're just trying to win. It's not about solving the problem. It's about making you feel like you're the bad guy instead. Hypothetical questions to test you. If I got hit by a bus, would you still go to that party? If I shaved my head and joined a pyramid scheme, would you still love me? It sounds like they're just joking or being weird, but they're not. They're testing you. They want to see how much you care without asking directly. And if your answer isn't perfect, they get cold or upset. It's a sneaky way to check your loyalty and guilt trip you if you fail the test. Pretending to be bad at something. "Oh, I'm just so bad with tech. Can you set it up for me?" Every single time. People fake incompetence to make you do the work. It's not helplessness, it's strategic. They act clueless so they never have to try. And the more you help, the more they forget how to do it. It's a chore trap. If someone's magically bad at tasks that they don't want to do, but great at everything else, that's probably not a coincidence. That's delegation by manipulation. Over-explaining. "I didn't text you back because my phone died. Then I had to walk to my neighbor's parrot, and the Wi-Fi went out during a firmware update, and then I spilled oat milk on my keyboard, slipped on a Lego, and blacked out watching a documentary about competitive duck herding." Whoa. Nobody asked for a full crime scene report. Over-explaining sounds honest, but it's often just a way to dodge blame. The real goal? Throw so many random details at you that you forget what the problem even was. It's a distraction trick. If they keep talking long enough, maybe you'll give up. Crying to end a conversation. You bring up how they embarrassed you at that party, and suddenly, they're crying. Now you're the one comforting them. Crying isn't the issue. It's when it shows up the second things get uncomfortable. If every serious talk turns into a tear-filled meltdown, it's not about fixing anything. It's about shutting you down. The goal isn't resolution, it's escape. And your guilt, that's their way out. Interrupting conversations with fake emergencies. You're catching up with a friend, and out of nowhere, your partner rushes over. "Sorry, I need to talk to you right now. It's kind of urgent. You step away, heart racing, and they go, do you think I should dye my hair? That's not an emergency. That's jealousy in disguise. They just didn't like seeing you give someone else attention, so they made up a reason to pull you away. Asking questions they already know the answer to. Where were you last night? You say, just out with friends. Oh, really? Because I heard otherwise. Yeah, they already knew. These questions are traps. They want to see if you lie or squirm just so they can catch you. This way, they demonstrate power and control over you. Everyone hates me. People always leave me. No one likes me. It sounds heartbreaking, and right away, you feel the need to say, that's not true, I'm here for you. But here's the trick. They might not just be being open. They're putting you in a spot where if you don't jump in and comfort them, you look cold. It makes you feel guilty, like it's your job to fix how they feel. That's manipulation. Praising you right before asking something. You're so smart, literally a genius. By the way, can you help me move this weekend? You're honestly the best at this. Would you mind doing it for me? Yeah, the office classic. They're not complimenting you just to be nice. They're doing it to get something. If they always praise you right before asking for help, it's not flattery. It's a trick to get you to say yes. Saying, I'm just joking, after insults. You're looking like you haven't slept in 3 years. I'm just joking. But are they actually? No, they probably mean it. The joke is just their escape plan. The second you call them out, they flip it on you. Wow, can't take a joke? Nah, what they're doing is throwing insults with a safety net. It's criticism wearing a party hat. Asking, are you okay? Repeatedly. Are you okay? Yeah. Are you sure you're okay? It sounds sweet until it's not. Some people use it as a way to make you feel guilty while pretending they're just being caring. If you're not acting how they want, they ask over and over until you feel bad for being fine. It's not always about care. Sometimes it's bait for attention or a way to make you feel like you did something wrong. That's not empathy. That's manipulation with a smile. Giving the silent treatment. They go cold, stop texting, won't look at you. And when you ask what's wrong, nothing. They're not giving you space, they're pulling away to make you chase. You're stuck guessing what went wrong, replaying every word, wondering if you messed up. That's the game. It's not about cooling off, it's about control. Silent treatment causes pressure without saying a word. And the longer it lasts, the more likely you are to cave just to make it stop. You're overreacting. Hey, that comment really hurt. Oh my, you're overreacting. Boom, just like that, your feelings get turned into the problem. This phrase is emotional judo. You bring up something that bothered you and suddenly you're being too sensitive or overreacting. It shuts you down and makes you question if you were wrong to even say anything. But really, they just don't want to be challenged. So they make you feel like the bad one for trying. Always playing the victim. You catch them lying. Nothing big, just something they clearly made up. You say, why didn't you just tell me the truth? And they go, I guess I'm just a terrible person then. Everyone always thinks the worst of me. Now you're not talking about the lie anymore, and that's exactly what they want. You bring up something they did, and they flip it into, poor me. Instead of saying sorry, they act like you hurt them. Just like that, they're not the one who messed up. They're the one who needs comforting. Secrets to force intimacy. You've known them for 2 days. Out of nowhere, they go, I've never told anyone this, but I still cry when I hear the Shrek 2 soundtrack. And I once faked a broken arm to skip a family reunion. You laugh, well, you force it, but now they're staring at you like it's your turn. Suddenly, you feel weird not sharing something deep. That's the move. They overshare fast, so you feel pressured to open up too. And once you do, they have something personal on you, something they can use later. Asking for small favors often. Can you water my plants while I'm gone? Can you pick up my package? It's just one. Well, and also 2 more, if possible. Can you walk my dog? He likes podcasts and needs filtered water. Each ask feels harmless, but they keep stacking up. Say no once, and suddenly you're the bad friend. It doesn't feel like a trap, but it is. They're using small favors to make you feel guilty, until helping them just becomes a habit you can't say no to. Telling sob stories before asking favors. Today was a mess. I wore 2 different shoes to work, accidentally joined a meeting with my mic on while yelling at my coffee machine, and sent a calendar invite titled "Help Me, I'm Dying" to my entire team. Then they ask, can you drive me to the airport for my 4 a.m. flight tomorrow? That sad story isn't just random. It's there to make you feel bad before they ask for help. They want you to feel too guilty to say no. That's manipulation, using your emotions to get a yes. Acting confused when confronted. Why did you tell everyone I was quitting? I never said that. They blink. Wait, huh? I seriously don't remember saying that. Are you sure I said it like that? They act like they have no idea what you're talking about, but that's the trick. They want you to start doubting yourself, so you let it go. If they pretend they forgot or didn't understand, they don't have to explain or apologize. Saying "I forgot" all the time. They forget your plans. They forget to show up. They basically forget you exist. Once or twice, maybe it's real. But if they forget every time it's something important to you, it starts to feel fake. It's a way to avoid saying no or admitting they simply don't care. Bringing up what they've done for you. Hey, can we talk? Something you said earlier today kind of bothered me. Seriously? After everything I've done for you? I was there when no one else was. But I guess you don't remember anymore. Now, instead of talking about what upset you, you're stuck defending yourself. Yeah, sure, they might have done incredible things for you, but it does not mean that they can now do whatever they want to you. They bring up past good deeds to shut you down, like you're not allowed to be upset because they once helped you. But this move is often used by people who didn't really do much for you. Maybe they fed your hamster once, mostly just to lock in your loyalty forever. I'm just worried about you. You say you're going out with friends, and they hit you with, I'm just worried. You've been acting different lately. Sounds caring, but look closer. They only bring this up when you're doing something they don't like. That's just control, dressed up as kindness. They're trying to make you doubt your own choices, so you start checking in with them before doing anything. Forgetting their wallet often. You're out eating, and right as the check comes, they pat their pockets. Oh no, I forgot my wallet again. Again? Really? Once is an accident. Twice? Maybe. But if it keeps happening, it's not forgetfulness, it's a pattern. They're using your politeness against you. You don't want to make a scene, so you pay. And they know that. Remind them, or just send them a payment request. You're not anyone's personal bank. Mirroring you too perfectly. You say you love 80s music, and suddenly they're quoting the same songs. You mention you hate group chats, and the next day they're so over group chats too. You tell them a random story about your fear of geese, and they go, no way, same. At first, it feels like you finally met someone who just gets you. But when it all lines up too perfectly, that's a red flag. They might be copying your tastes, opinions, even your quirks. Not to bond, but to gain your trust fast. And once they've got it, the mask slips. Acting clueless about boundaries. You say, please don't text me during work hours. Next day, ding. Hey, just one quick thing. They act like they forgot or didn't realize it mattered. But you already told them. They're seeing how far they can push your limits before you push back. If you let it slide, they'll just keep going. Bragging about being too honest. I'm just brutally honest. I say what everyone's thinking. Translation, I say rude stuff and want a free pass. Being honest doesn't mean being cruel. But this line gets used as a shield to say harsh things without consequences. If they keep saying mean stuff and then hiding behind just being honest, they're not honest. They're just hiding bad behavior under a fancy label. To learn about the normal behaviors that secretly make people dislike you, watch the video you now see on your screen. Thanks for watching.